I'm just coming from up Baltimore, Lexington Market. If you want to teach your children a good lesson in life, take them up to Lexington Market up off Saratoga in Baltimore, and you will see a sight of sorrow, a sight of failure. Everybody and their mother from all different nationalities, majority so-called blacks, up there selling dope, nodding off dope, selling clothes. They doing everything under the sun. And as I'm walking through them, because I was a part of that particular type of environment in D.C., and the only thing I could think of is that, look at these kids, these grown people, but they really kids. Many of them are shirking their responsibilities. They got kids, but they chasing, hype dreams, alcohol, spirits. They're doing everything except being responsible. And I know some of y'all say, well, you're trying to judge them. But if you say judging people is telling the truth about a situation that, people observe, such as myself, I observed it. I walked in the midst of it. I come up here regularly, and I see it, and it's actually sad. And that's your preference if you say that I'm judging. My thing is, I want young people to get aware to know that if you the bad guy, because a lot of them people out there, they wasn't the people that was going to school, doing their due diligence. These are the people that was playing hooky, smoking weed, doing all types of things, thinking that they bad, promoting these particular types of images. And the seeds that they planted have become the harvest of their reality today. And that's why they up there strung out, begging, looking dusty and dirty and dingy. All that because their minds have been compromised. When you first start to get high, it's recreation. Then it becomes, a job. Then it becomes a career. And then it becomes a lifestyle. A lot of those people out there, they are lifestyle addicts. Do they got an opportunity to get themselves together? Yes, they do. But you know what? You keep making the same choices every day, you're going to keep on getting the same results. And I'm telling y'all, young people, you don't have to try to see that it's failure. You can see it around you every day. You don't even got to go to Baltimore. You can go to your neighborhood, your hood. You can go to places in your area and you can see it in the families that the father and the mother are alcoholics or one or the other. It's dysfunctional. Man, get y'all life together, man. Don't be drinking and sipping on that crazy, cultural juice. And some people would say, I done heard people, they rather for their children to go in the streets and rather than them to go to the church, the mosque, or the temple, or a place they can get them some structure, because they have a problem with the ideology that is presented in particular settings. I'm not saying that the church or the mosque or the temple is the savior place, but it's an environment with people that are sick, but maybe not as sick as the people that's on the street. You can say that the preacher, he having, smashing the congregation and they stealing the money and all that. But what's going on in the streets is 10 times worse than going on in the churches, in the places that you would go, that you can get some social structure in your mind. You don't have to be like the people in the church or the mosque or whatever. You be what the creator or these higher lessons and teacher has given you to be a better person. Move towards self-improvement. If you steal, don't steal no more. If you lie, don't lie no more. If you out here robbing, don't rob no more. If you out here doing things that you know that's not right and is against your conscience, don't do it no more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my spiel, this is my perspective, and y'all can take it like you want to, man. It's the same thing like I told my kids. I tell my kids everything that I possibly can tell them so they can save themselves from themselves. But at the end of the day, if they do contrary, they can never say that their father ain't tell them. And y'all can never say that I didn't tell y'all. Oneness, peace, love, and grace, and self-improvement is a way of life.